What only exists to piss people off? That tiny invisible X on game ads. And its more evil sibling, the fake X on game ads. There are times when I question my sanity after clicking a small X on an ad and I'm taken to the app store. Was it a fake X? Did I accidentally click the ad? What have I done to deserve this torment? This is a whole new level of evil that causes me to plan nefarious, wicked deviltry. Those generic cereal bags with the resealable push zipper, that when you open the bag, it rips past the zipper and now you have a hole in the bag beside the zipper. I too eat malto meal. Pro tip, the malto meal frosted shredded wheats are better and have more of that sweet frosting than the name brand shit. God damn it, there I am, trying to make a project, and the page says you've ran out of articles. Pay $3.99 so you can continue per day, again, damn it. New incognito window every time you hit the limit, no need for Tor. Oh, I see you're using a private browser. Please subscribe or log in to view this content. Clear the local storage for the site and you're usually golden. Browser fingerprinting is something most sites are just now getting right. I'm a web dev and only recently learning some of the most interesting techniques. Imgur just made it to where you cannot view NSFW pics from traditionally non-NSFW subreddits without having an account. I wouldn't care about that if I could use a burner email, but they require a goddamn phone number to verify your identity. Whichever retard thought of that can suck my fucking asshole raw. OWTF. You're kidding me? Man, this is an opportunity for a competing image hosting service to step up and get Imgur's business. And deservedly so. Imgur, another business that develops a following until thoroughly established and then turns on them. Another business that develops a following until thoroughly established and then turns on them. This is basically every platform that allows NSFW content while not being solely built for it. And then wonder why your platform isn't doing hot and sell it to someone else. And proceed to lose most of your user base. And then wonder why your platform isn't doing hot and sell it to someone else. Who then proceeds to make the exact same mistake. Looking at you, Tumblr. Why are shareholders/advertisers so against NSFW content on their sponsored sites? Is it because they are worried too many of their customers are against them supporting porn and adult content and boycott them? I don't see how that could happen, considering companies like BP have caused massive environmental damage and still have a shit ton of consumers like nothing ever happened. People either don't care or are quick to forget. Porn is trivial in comparison. It's joked about all the time, as if it's a normal part of life, because it is. Yet oh no, can't have dicks and boobs on our website, because that's distasteful/wrong/sinful/etc. Or whatever their reasoning is. Because, in a sweeping generalization, no company wants to be associated with porn. Say you're some prudish guy, or a mother with a young child, and say, for example, Coca-Cola ran ads on porn sites, and it became huge news on Facebook. The mother would probably think, well, I don't want to expose my child to a product who's associated with porn. That's like exposing my child to porn. Or the British guy would think Coca-Cola supports adultery and sin by running ads on a porn site. They want to be family friendly to appeal to everyone. Even if the moms or prudish guys were the minority, they'd probably have the loudest voices, and that sort of negative image would bring down the brand. Now, if we start steering the country towards having a healthy and educated knowledge about sex, that could change. But not in a lifetime. Doctor, won't someone think of the children? And even then they are not very profitable. All these people saying, oh, let's make a better Imgur, blah blah. I'd like to see you put your money where your mouth is. I also hope you have a lot of money, because that's what it's going to cost. To hire engineers to build out the infrastructure, to pay for the cloud hosting, to resolve downtime, etc. You know why no one else has stepped up to make competitions to YouTube? Cause it's fucking hard and damn expensive. That's why. People just seem to think the internet can run on hopes and dreams, not actually stopping to think for a second that running infrastructure costs money. I really think people don't understand the scale of the data that these services receive either. In 1 minute, YouTube receives 500 hours of high-res video. In 60 seconds, 500 hours of video is blasted over to you via the internet and you've got to put all of that shit somewhere and make it available to any number of users within the hour. Like, holy fuck, that's scary dude. I know Imgur is nowhere near the same scale, but they are not backed by a company like Google. They probably have similar problems, just with less data. Now think about how much of that data is objectionable content like kiddie porn or NSFL gore that they have to sort out. It's a really tough problem that I think people don't quite grasp. I noticed that Rees can bypass the restriction and show you the image or images, so perhaps someone more knowledgeable than me can figure out a way that can be taken advantage of. They do this because they access the images directly through API calls. Going to the actual Imgur website doesn't do this. If someone could build and integrate a browser extension to fetch the images and run every time someone clicked an Imgur link, then maybe. But that's not something anyone can do, and there's not exactly a pot of gold waiting for the first person to do that. Imgur was created by a Redditor to be a bullshit and hassle-free image hosting site. Now it's a bullshit and hassle-loaded social media experience. Fuck off and host the images. Stop trying to impress the shareholders. Shareholders on an image hosting website are idiots. God, this is annoying. Some time ago I was researching a topic for an assignment I had, and literally 90% of the websites I went to only displayed the first paragraph or two, and I had to create an account or pay for the rest. Try going for open access journals and hope it covers what you need. Also, go to the library and ask if they have access to the journals you need. The academia thing though kept emailing me about how I appears in this or that articles, but apparently I need to subscribe and pay money to see them. Automated call routers that ask you to enter your customer ID and date of birth and zip code and great-grandfather's shoe size to get to the right person, only to have that person then ask you for the same information you just entered to get to them in the first place. Robo voice, enter your 16-digit account number. You enter as quickly as you can, then, when you are 6 digits in. Robo voice, I didn't get that. Please enter your 16-digit account number. In the future, the first 4 numbers can be omitted. Then just fucking ask for the last 12. Stickers that come apart when you peel them off and leave paper/adhesive residue behind that you have to try to scrape off. Especially when they slap one of those bad boys into the middle of my brand new non-stick cooking pan. Why? Just why? The sticker glue gets you nice and high when you heat it and huff, and then you scrape the paint under the sticker trying to get it off. Hate that. But what's the best way to remove them quickly and easily? Stickers that come apart when you peel them off and leave paper/adhesive residue behind that you have to try to scrape off. Especially when they slap one of those bad boys into the middle of my brand new non-stick cooking pan. Why? Just why? The sticker glue gets you nice and high when you heat it and huff. Strings coming out of clothing, and when you pull it, you get a massive hole in your clothes. My dad would use a sewing needle to get a piece of white thread still on the spool onto the outside of his dark jacket. He would keep the spool hidden in a pocket. When people would attempt to pick the little piece of white thread off his jacket, they would get a never-ending piece of thread. My dad would get a good laugh out of this. My dad did this too. He even did it at my sister's wedding when he was in a rented tux. My dad was a great guy and loved to pull harmless pranks on people. He was a box in a box in a box Christmas present wrapper. My parents did that, but also added weights, so it was super heavy. I thought I was getting a TV or something, it was so big. Turned out to be an iPod Nano. My cousins are evil. One year I got a book in a PC box. One year I got a present wrapped in duct tape. But the worst by far was the year that I got a huge box with something like 10 more layers of boxes inside of one another. It was a gift card. We did that to a friend for his wedding, but inside the smallest box was a note saying to look on the bottom of the first box, where we had taped the gift card. His bride-to-be never really warmed up to us. I hate it when they do the please disable your ad blocker and whitelist us when I just want to see one article. Hey, friend. We know these ads can be intrusive, but our site can't make money unless we stick banners over 85% of the page, including to that follow you as you scroll, one that will expand and cover everything. If you hover over the wrong link and a video that automatically plays at full volume as soon as the site loads. All we are doing is providing you all this amazing free content, but whatever. I mean, we'll probably all starve is all. And all of our entire families have cancer, but I guess their blood will be on your hands. Hope you can live with that, you ad blocking murderer. Anyway, enjoy this listicle. Number 6 will shock you. Oh, and some viruses also come through ads, because they designed poorly in the backend for security. Some cheap fuck, obviously, cursing everyone going forward to shit stains on their hands when the toilet paper rips. They should make a study to see if companies actually save money by buying single ply. I'm sure I'm not the only one that just ends up using way more to make up for it. Someone told me once that even if you use more of the single ply, it's still easier on the pipes. They had this at our work for a period of time, and it was so weak it kept breaking while you tried to pull it from the roll. I had to delicately pull on it slowly as to not break it. It was so bad. People ended up using the hand paper towels, which were much thicker and obviously clogged the toilets anyway till they got better stock.